On the 16th of June 2010, Birmingham's first new acute hospital in 70 years opened its doors ahead of time and on budget. The Queen Elizabeth Hospital Birmingham, named after the Queen Mother, cost £545 million and is the largest single-site hospital in the UK, providing a world-class environment in which to deliver world-class care to nearly 1 million patients it treats each year. The International Fellowship Programme is a 1 or 2 year full-time structured training placement at Queen Elizabeth Hospital Birmingham or its partner organisations. It provides fellows with an opportunity to extend and enrich their understanding and develop a high standard of clinical competence in a wide variety of specialties. Since it was formally launched in 2010, the fellowship programme continues to expand in the number of places it has available each year.
As part of my remit as Deputy Medical Director, I have international links within my portfolio. We felt that there was a genuine need for training for international graduates, but we also felt that we benefited for international graduates coming into the Trust. They brought different cultures, different values into the Trust and different perspectives.
The programme's partner organisations offer fellowships in paediatrics, obstetrics and gynaecology. UHB is, however, very rigorous in selecting which partner and which programme each fellow is placed on. The programme has a number of specialist clinical tutors, not just involved in the delivery of training, but also in assuring the quality of training. Fellows in partner organisations can expect the same level of support from clinical tutors. The programme is flexible and tailored to the individual's skills and supports the supervised hands-on training style provided.
All our trainees, particularly from overseas, we insist that they are hands-on, that they get hands-on training. Because medicine isn't something that you can just learn by watching somebody do it. You've actually got to participate in the decision-making process. I think that is one thing that we insist on, and I think that's one of the hallmarks of our programme.
Fellows have the opportunity to gain a broad range of experience working alongside some of Europe's leading consultants, senior clinicians and researchers.
One of the things that we envisaged right from the start was that any doctor coming in here must be integrated into the UHB community. Once they were working with us, they were to be treated no differently from any other of their colleagues at that level.
Well, our fellows are fully integrated into our clinical service. They act as cardiology registrars. They're not just supernumerary people observing, they're actually taking part in our service and deliver the service in the way that all of our standard trainees do here in Birmingham. I see them regularly, 2 or 3 times a week, both on the ward and in the cath labs when it's my clinical session there. And I also see the fellows about once a week for an update on their progress on the scheme.
International fellows are enrolled in continuous full-time training for the whole period of the programme.
In my role as Head of Education, I want to ensure that everybody who comes as a fellow to the Trust gets out of it what they wish. So the aim will always be to develop a programme that matches the aspirations within the constraints of what we can actually deliver. And so we will not take people on to undertake a fellowship unless we are sure that we've got the skill set within the Trust to deliver it and the training capacity to ensure that we can meet their needs.
Training and standards in the NHS are regulated as part of the National Programme of Quality Assurance. Health Education West Midlands and GMC standards quality assure both the training and assessment.
We've got very strong links with the academic departments within the university. So there's a strong research component within the work that we do at UHB. And we've now got Institute of Translation Medicine, which takes preclinical work or laboratory work and translates it into the benefits that can be derived clinically. And our trainees, whether they're from overseas or whether they're local trainees, are encouraged to participate in research.
There are 2 aspects to training any clinician. Part of it is about ensuring that they are competent on the clinical side of things, but also we would want to see them develop their research aspirations, and their management skills. And so what we would aim to do is identify the skills deficit that the trainees have and ensure that we develop the programme to ensure that they have their aspirations met. The fellows have an assigned educational supervisor, and that consultant would meet with the trainee and develop a programme specifically targeted at their educational needs. That should ensure that by the time the trainee leaves the programme, they will have their goals established and achieved.
Doctors are trained in looking after patients from the moment they present all the way through the clinical decision making, any procedures, any ward care and management of any complications. So it's not just about learning technical skills, it's about caring for the patient through their whole pathway through the organisation.
International Fellows operate alongside senior staff in a culture of professional development aimed at delivering first-class care to patients.
By coming to Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Birmingham, I've been hoping to basically improve my experience in general and whole of ENT, and mainly in the rhinology field, which is my field of interest. I was hoping to get exposure to new techniques, new procedures, and new equipment as well, and I've managed to do that. So my overall experience was excellent.
I would describe my overall experience as very good. It's even excellent, because right from the start, before I got accepted for the fellowship, everything from the applications of the GMC to dealing with the red tape, every step along the way there's a lot of help, and when I arrived here there was a lot of help in settling me down.
My overall experience here is really very good. Also the variety of cases here I have seen are good for me, and I hope that some of the cases which are not done back home, so I will hopefully that I will start doing such cases.
If I was to choose one thing that I would point out as the highlight of the fellowship program, it would probably be the fact that I've been able to work across the spectrum of all the types of interventions. Very experienced team that's guided me through it, and it's been great. You do need to prepare for the fact that there will be changes. It's important to realize that it's okay to ask questions. What I've realized is people here are more than happy to help you out. It's a great place to work in. As I said, it's one of those programs which make sure that they take you through the whole spectrum of the clinical experience.
The highlight of the fellowship program at Queen Elizabeth Hospital for me has been learning from the liver transplant program. In Pakistan, the liver transplant program is in its infancy, and everybody has gone out of their way to help me learn the different techniques and the skill in order to become a good liver anesthetist. There actually are more than one thing that I would like to take with me back to Pakistan from this system. Firstly, what I've learned here is that there's a very good coordination between the various departments, and there also seems to be a better coordination between the various consultants. Secondly, what we can take back from here is, and what I've seen to be a very exemplary thing, is the level of nursing care that's being provided, especially in the intensive care and the operation theatres. Thirdly, the technology that is being used here at Queen Elizabeth, it's quite new, and it's the latest state-of-the-art equipment is being used here, and we're basically being trained on that. Those who intend to come here, I would advise them to come with an open mind, because essentially this is going to be a system that is slightly different from that what they've been working back home.
The programme is open to all international postgraduate medical trainees, sponsored by their home government or another recognised sponsoring body. Applicants must have between 3 to 5 years' experience in their chosen speciality and must satisfy the GMC's language requirements for English. Applicants who have not achieved the level of English required by the GMC may be eligible to apply for UHB's pre-fellowship module. After obtaining written approval from the overseas organisation, an applicant must provide the following documentation: a full and detailed CV, including a logbook of procedures demonstrating their level of experience, the latest International English Language Testing System certificate, and clear learning and training objectives agreed with the sponsoring body, the trainee and University Hospitals Birmingham, and a letter from the sponsoring organisation which confirms funding for the fellow and employment on return home following the completion of the programme. Selection is made on the basis of an applicant's CV, previous academic performance, references and interview.
I think I would take back a lot of my experiences here, the way they work here, and also how they manage complex and difficult cases.
Compared to my hospital back in Oman, which is Khola Hospital, I hope that I will try to improve the system there.
I think the main thing that I will take back with me is the confidence and knowing that I have gained a lot of experience. I am more competent that I will be able to provide the patients with the quality of care that they need.
Being a Pakistani, it has been quite easy to settle in Birmingham because there are a lot of Pakistani or expatriates from Pakistani who have settled in. Even going to the market, you find lots of people who literally are speaking in our native language, which is Urdu. So all in all, it has been a good experience.
Where I came from in Singapore, we only have one season. There's summer all year round, whereas here I get to experience the 4 seasons of the year. It's also a good place to visit the other European cities, which I have done so over the course of several months. So which is a very good experience.
I think my favorite thing of living in Birmingham and working in it is that it's a multicultural city, and I felt more at home than expected to. People were very friendly and very welcoming to me, and to me being basically a woman wearing a scarf. I have never felt awkward in here. I think everyone respects different ethnicities, which is very important living here for 2 years.
One of the other things that I think makes an application stand out from any other application is if it's apparent that they've got a clear idea of what it is that they want to achieve in that period of time. In modern speak, if they've got a clear idea of their learning objectives. Because if they come not knowing what they're coming for, they'll probably go back not knowing what they've actually learned.
So to prospective applicants, I would say that this is an exciting and interesting place to come. Come here, be prepared to work hard, to be treated in the same way as our registrars are here in Birmingham, and I think you'll get a great deal from this programme.
For further information on the fellowship programmes offered, contact the International Office at UHB.